The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man them are thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars, he'll dress you right. You'll feel like
Fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. What's up, everybody? We got a fun show for you today. Before we get started, let's say hi to everybody, starting out with our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Well, you saw me putting a pillow on this very uncomfortable seat that I have to sit on. My ass was killing me and the show didn't even start. I wouldn't have made it through 20 minutes of it without having like bleeding piles or something. But hello, everybody. How are you today?
There you go. Then we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
If I didn't bitch, nobody would like me.
Yeah, that does make a good part of the show, your bitch, no doubt. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Jim. How you doing?
It can't
Fantastic,
always be,
fantastic.
It can't always be a sugar-coated bullshit. Oh, I love you. Kisses, you're fabulous. You're wonderful. That's so
Well, it wasn't last week, so.
Bring that up. You want?
Yeah, don't start nothing.
Again?
No.
Okay.
So what's up, Chad?
Meanwhile, if you want to know about last week, so many of my fans said hooray. And Goddess said that I am her idol.
There you go.
That she loved what I do, that I am so real. She said I'm the only one on television that's real.
So what's up, chat room?
Or something like that.
Everybody in the chat room, we want to give some shout outs. What's up? We got Jimmy McCrary from theaquariusview.com. Follow at the Aquarius View on Twitter. We've got Irish Ginger from the Irish Ginger Show, Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on W4CY Radio. We've got Iris. Iris is at Hope2259 on Twitter. I love Iris to death. Iris is awesome. Say hi to Iris.
No.
Say hi to Iris. You're following her on Twitter.
I know. I just want to upset you. See how you make those faces? Oh, like nobody sees. We're on television, and he does this.
I know. Well, say hello.
No, I want to make. I want to upset you.
I know. But
I have a very.
Don't be rude to the people.
I have a very private, personal relationship with Iris.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. We're making Iris. We're not an item. We're having sex weekly.
No, you're not.
Yes,
we got Dave from Stars Now UK up there. So hello, Iris. What's up? And
Iris, how you doing, honey?
And then we've also got. I think that might be Goddess who just came in there. I'm not. Yes, it's Goddess. So
God.
Goddess, what's up?
Goddess, I love you. Kisses to you, my dear.
Gotta love it. So
I
everybody,
love her so much.
we got a fun show for you today. We're gonna have some of the people involved with the really hit new comedy Spaghetti Man coming on the show in a few minutes.
Let's go back to the chat room. I have to talk to some people.
Hang on. Wait. You can go right back
today. Like,
and then in the second half of the show,
mode?
we've got actor Stephen Manley. Okay, now you can do it, but you can't interrupt me in the middle of a sentence. You gotta let me finish.
You shouldn't have gone to that bullshit when we're doing the other bullshit.
No, you gotta go
one
back and
bullshit
forth.
at a time, right, folks? Now is my cousin Chinzia.
No, she's not there.
Chinzi's not there. Okay, because we're trying to get a date, and it's not going to be possible. But her daughter's coming in from Italy. And her son is a big shot in Washington. He's like a major or something. And she and her husband, they're all coming east. So they'll all be here, and they want to come with us so we can have a family reunion with my Leslie and Deirdre Jimmy. They've never met Jimmy. And my cousin Chinzia. But, honey, I don't know, sweetie pie. It don't look good. Next week, we're going to interview Frankie Valli and the Jersey Boys.
No, it's not the Jersey Boys.
I like it that way. Do you have to keep correcting me?
I know, but that's not. We're going to go see the Modern Gentleman.
Meanwhile, they've been the Jersey Boy for 10 years.
But these are not the Jersey Boys. They're from California.
I know, but they sing with Frankie Valli.
So, but it's Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons, and the name of the guys we had on a couple months ago named the Modern Gentleman.
Who I loved. And I said to them, boys, whenever you're playing where we can come see you, please, let us come. And they remembered what I said. Wasn't that sweet? And they text messaged Jimmy and said, we're playing in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. next Saturday night, and we want you and Jimmy there. And they're comping us tickets. What better deal is that?
It's fantastic. So
I can't wait to go. And so, is what's his Drew in there?
No.
Drew, you're forsaking us. Where are you, Drew? I guess Danae is back from his world tour. Is Drew there?
It's hard to tell because it goes real fast.
Yeah, I know. And then
Dave Hughes, Goddess, Irish Ginger, Iris.
No, who's there now?
That's it. Drew King.
Drew
there he
King,
is.
there you are. Drew, baby. How are you, my sweet face? We'll be seeing you very soon. We're coming out to California, Jimmy and I, to shop a house.
Hey, Drew. Nice to see you there. Everybody follows our Drew on Twitter.
Right. So we are going to see you and Liz Lauren. Tell Liz Lauren to get those face straps out and to strap her face up and to paint her face and use crazy glue all around her mouth to hold her lips up. And tell her to put in her eyeballs. You know, she doesn't look too good with those old eyeballs. I like the eyeballs that look like disco balls. They sparkle like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, we're going to come to California and have some fun. We're going to Palm Springs, darling. So that's the story. I'm tired. Really tired. It's been a hectic week. Fire Island, we're going to talk about, was outrageous. You know, we have our new darling friend who we love so much, Eileen, what the hell's her last name? Shapiro.
You guys know her. We had her on the show 2 weeks ago.
She's written the book and she does all kinds of jazz.
Precious Little Liars.
She has a beautiful house on Fire Island, big, that she owns with her best friend, Colin, who's a doll. He's a handsome, sexy guy. If I wasn't with Jimmy, I would have thrown him down on the ground for a couple of weeks. But anyway, it was a great time. The drags, you know, they're not the best drag queens.
Oh, it's called Precious Little Devils. I messed up. Okay.
Precious Little Devils
by Eileen
is the
Shapiro.
book.
Everybody is the book.
But the drag queens, they all look like big men with too much makeup. They airbrush their faces to look like clowns, which they think is beautiful. They put eyelashes on that look like match covers. You know, remember matchbooks? You can glue 2 matchbooks to your eyes. And I've got to say something. Liz Lauren happens to be, in my book, the most beautiful, put together drag queen of all. There's nobody that looks like Liz Lauren. She does perfection. Also, she's loaded. So she only wears Jimmy Choo shoes. She only wears, fedora gowns. She has the bucks to really buy all the great goodies. Her hairdresser is expensive. Her makeup people. So when Liz does drag, she really looks like Sophia Loren. I mean, she's beautiful. And a lot of the LA drag queens and Palm Springs drag queens are far prettier than the people I saw on Fire Island. I don't know what happened. New York used to have the best drag queens in the world one time, like 50 years ago. But they're all gone up with the window. But anyway, we had a great time, Jimmy.
Absolutely. We had a really good time at Fire Island. I had never been there before. I mean, I wouldn't want to hang out there all the time, but it was very nice, and we had a good time. And also, we got interviewed for the Eileen writes for the Huffington Post, so we got interviewed for the Huffington Post. So I think sometime in the next couple of weeks there's going to be an article about Ron and I and the Jimmy Star Show in the Huffington Post. And we also got interviewed for Get Out magazine, which is like the largest gay publication in New York.
And Long Island and the boroughs.
And so we're going to have something coming out in there soon. And also for
and we're on the cover of that. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you left it.
No, I left it because we're not allowed to say that.
Oh, we're not allowed. I didn't say anything.
And we have another magazine also that's in the UK, a music magazine that's going to be doing some stuff on
What I was
so
going to say is we are under the covers on Fire Island because we were laying in the beach and it got chilly. So we were under the covers.
There you go. You got to love it. Got to love it. So everything was fun. We had a really good time. And
Jimmy wouldn't let me go into the meat rack.
That's right. Because
now, the meat rack is a boardwalk that goes to nowhere. Once you get off the boardwalk, you walk through lanes of jungle, thick, big jungle. Well, there are guys in there that pick each other up, and they're a little hoary, and they're playing around. There's sometimes 5, 6, 7 guys in a clump, and there's usually 3 ways, 1 ways, 2 ways, upside downs, inside outs, and backwards. So I wanted to go look, because I remember when I was young, I said to Eileen, the meat rack is still around? She said, absolutely. I thought, that's gross. Now, if you go over to the Pines on Fire Island, they don't have a meat rack. They just rape each other in their homes.
Yeah, it's just a different kind of thing.
It's a sex island, totally.
And basically, like, everybody in the whole place was, like, hitting on Ron the whole time while we were there.
Well, one guy in particular.
There were several guys.
No, one guy, 6'4".
Goddess says lots of things happen under the covers.
But wait, 6'4", he comes behind me and wraps his arms around me, wouldn't let me go, and proceeds to do the bump. And I didn't care for that.
But you did see your friend.
Oh, I ran into my dear friend who was my costumer, who made all my gowns for my shows when I worked drag years ago. His name is Michael Gerard back then. Now he's Michael Vincent because he married somebody by the name of Vincent and took the name Vincent. And Michael is a sweetheart. And he was crying and we were hugging. It was so nice seeing each other. We haven't seen each other since I stopped working, doing drag. So that was fun.
A long time, right?
And I ran into my neighbor next door when I used to live on Long Island's daughter. And that's my Dawn Farrell, who is absolutely beautiful, just as beautiful as when she was a child. And Dawn says she listens and watches our show every week. So, Dawn,
hello,
kisses to you.
So we had a good time. Everything is cool, and we got lots of cool things going on, and we can't wait to tell you all about them as they go up. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes. Now that we've covered Fire Island, what else could we cover?
Well, one thing we can do is we can thank everybody for listening to the Jimmy Star Show #1 and let them know that they can listen to us on all kinds of platforms. Where we like you to listen to us the most is live on W4CY Radio, so that way you get to hear Chad live instead of a recording.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
You can also hear us on iHeartRadio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Audio Boom, Podomatic, Apple TV, iTunes, Spreaker, Monster FM Radio in New York, Hamilton Radio in New Jersey, K4HD Radio in LA. And if you want to watch the videos of the celebrity interviews, you can see them on Roku, Vimeo, and YouTube. And we just put a new...
Wait, you forgot one. Not to mention, if you want to listen to our show, you can listen to us on your cellular phone.
Yeah, through all those apps that I just mentioned.
Right, but you didn't tell them they could do it on a cell phone.
Well, they all know that. Everybody knows that.
Does everybody know that?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, because that's the only way you can get to those sites.
I think everybody knows that, right?
Well, everybody knows.
Everybody Nobody knows that I mentioned it to, and I mentioned it to a lot of people, and no one in Fire Island knew we were on a telephone.
Everybody's on a telephone. Anytime there's an app for something.
Yeah, but a lot of people in Fire Island knew. They said, "How do we get you other than on computer?" I said, "You can get us on the radio." And
I told them I'll just go to iHeartRadio and Google and.
Or you can get us on your cellular phone.
Yeah, there's apps.
So there, Mr. Big Shit.
But there's an app for every one of those on a phone.
Put the app up your ass. It's a Jimmy Star app. It's called the Asshole. The Asshole app of the world. I'm quitting this show, I hate you.
Yeah, I know you hate me.
I hate this show.
Every day he hates me and he hates the show. Every day.
I keep telling him every day I'm divorcing him. I'm going to the lawyer. Every time he does something, I say, something else I could tell the lawyer. I love it. Yeah, you got to keep them on the toe. If you kiss them too much and love them too much, they get cocky and they treat you like shit. So you got to treat them like shit back. This way, if you're mean to them, they appreciate you when you're good to them. See, kids, so don't kiss ass all the time. If you're always loving and hugging and screwing, it doesn't work.
Chad, I bet you're always nice to Heather, aren't you?
I don't think so.
No comment.
There you go. And Chad don't, because she'll piss all over. Oh, you may like that. But no, she'll shit all over you. Well, you might like that too. But no, really, she won't be nice to you. You know what? I know. How can you tell good if you've never experienced bad? So there you go. If everything is good, you don't know it's good. So you got to have, like, in the morning, don't touch me, don't talk to me, don't come near me, I haven't had my coffee. Then after your coffee, you say, honey, I love you. What are we doing today? And then he says, working. And then you say, fuck you, and you leave the house. You go shopping. Go to Bloomingdale's and or Macy's, see what they got on sale. Now they're selling all their summer stuff, which is wonderful. I bought a ton of clothes because we're moving to Palm Springs, and there's summer there.
That's right. Chad, what's the weather like in Florida?
It's cooling down. We're hitting more of the high 80s. It's still humid. Last Sunday, we were sweating like pigs. Oh, wait, pigs don't sweat. But it was hot down here. But it's cooling off. We're getting back into the 80s.
Pigs I know, they sweat.
Actually, I didn't know pigs don't sweat because that's a common...
No, I know pigs. I know pigs.
I know, but wait. Is it for real that pigs don't really sweat? Because sweating like a pig is like a term.
Right.
Yeah, well, the pigs I know sweat because they're very busy having sex.
Oh, wow.
Those pigs sweat.
Horny pigs.
Sweaty pigs.
Funny pigs.
Here the weather is cooled down beautifully.
I'll bet.
Today was 80 and dry. Tonight will be 60 or 55.
Beautiful.
So we
Yeah, it's
we open
beautiful.
windows and we get nice breezes. In fact, you have to pull the comforter up at night because it gets very cold. I can't wait to get back to the heat of Palm Springs. The 3,001 degrees every day. I love that. As you get older, your skin gets thinner and your muscles disappear. And you look like shit. But besides looking like shit, you're always freezing cold.
It's funny, Chad, because that I'm a native Floridian, so it wasn't. I didn't have arthritis or anything when I was in Florida. Then you come up here when it's 0 degrees and nothing works.
Yeah, the bones start freezing up a little bit, don't they?
Bones don't. Yeah, they just don't want to go, especially with the knee.
Is that the reason why you can't get it up?
I've got a note. That's terrible. Don't say things.
That's
like
not
that.
true. He can't. I only tease. I don't want everybody to think he's an what is it? Impotent? Impotent.
Okay, but I don't want to
What's the word? Impotent? No.
I don't want to have that
Impotent.
conversation. That's not a nice conversation. If I said that about you, you would have a heart attack.
No, I'd simply get up and take my pants down and show everybody I could get an erection. I mean, I don't care. I have no pride.
Go to commercial. Go to commercial.
Commercial.
Unbelievable.
I wish we had a commercial so he would pay me something. I'm like a slave.
All right.
I'm telling you.
That's the way it goes. Don't worry about it. So,
Well-
so Chad, I wonder if we have to call them. Do they look like they're online?
Let me go check.
Okay, look and see. And I think they're supposed to call at 3. I think I told them to call us, but I'm not sure because it never works always right.
Well,
The
it's
way we want it to
3:15.
be.
They're late.
Well, no, it's not. If it's 3:15 only, then they're not late. That's when they're supposed to call.
Oh,
So they're not late. They're perfectly on time.
I thought you just said they were supposed to call at 3.
No, nobody calls at 3 because that's why you have to give our time to tell everybody what we did for the weekend.
And that's how come I have to get here.
What do you mean you have to get
I'm
here?
always late.
I know, you're always late.
I just make it.
What's
folks.
up, chat room? Is everybody doing okay? Oh, here, Drew says pigs don't sweat at all. They don't have any sweat glands. That's why they wallow in the mud to keep cool. There you go.
Oh, so is that why so many of our friends in Palm Springs wallow in mud, Drew? One in particular that we know, but we won't mention her name.
Yeah, we're not mentioning names.
So I do have them online. We got Pots online and
Crutcher?
yep, both of them are online. Want me to grab them both?
Yeah, you think we should play music or something while we do that, or just do it live and see how it
It's
goes?
your show, sir.
All right, let's just call them and see how it goes, everybody.
All right.
See how it goes, everybody. So now we're getting ready to call Ben Crutcher, Mark Potts, and Winston Carter, all from Spaghetti Man the movie. Hopefully they're going to answer with video.
This one.
We'll see how the whole thing goes. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Let me add him to the video. Hold on. I gotta add one.
We did it.
Hey guys, how you doing?
All right, we need light, boys. You got to lighten up or do something because we do not see your faces. We see silhouettes.
It's a little
Is there a
dark.
way to turn the thing around the other way? Otherwise, the computer around maybe the other way. There might be more light on another side, or you get closer to it or something.
Super dark in this room. There's about 4 or 5 lights out. Great. Good. Good. Here, I got a solution. Winston's not going to help in any way.
What you want to get?
Great. I'm going to turn on my...
Wow, that's a good thing.
Here we are. We got studio lighting going on here.
That's actually better though.
That
'cause
actually
we can
worked.
We can actually see you now, so that works.
Yeah,
You're
we're
the-
filmmakers.
Good
We know what
thinking.
we're doing.
You're the man who wants to be known for his beard and have the most famous beard in the world.
Absolutely. So we got to have people see it. I made a mistake in wearing a black T-shirt, unfortunately.
See, I didn't know you had a beard. I thought you were in a burqa.
Just from the nose down, right? How's that? Is that better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, actually, that is better.
No, you do look like you're in a burqa.
No, it does look better. Hang on, wait, Mark, are you there?
I think I'm here.
Okay, I don't see you though. Did you hit video on your button?
I did. I see me in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, it's spinning right now. Looks
Oh,
like
it's
it's
spin-
working on it.
Oh, okay. So we should wait and see if it works or not.
Do you have to check anything else, Jim, on your end?
No, I didn't get a little. Normally, I get a little thing saying this person wants to be added, but I didn't get that.
All right, we'll just see if it pops up here in a minute.
It doesn't pop up. So in the meantime, we'll shoot the shit because we have to do an actual intro for our TV show once we get Mark's video up. So we'll
But
just.
somehow I feel like Amelia Earhart when she was flying. Primitive
That's okay. That's just the
I'm
way.
not sure I understand the reference.
1923
I'm with you.
radio.
Oh, flying in the air because he's lost.
Oh,
Who said that?
You. He said he didn't get the reference, so I was helping
Oh,
him.
Only because we're so primitive with all our equipment. We think Skyping is like so in now. Even what's the face?
He would like it better if you were like sitting here with us, because not everyone, about every other interview at the beginning we have a problem like this where we can't seem to get connected and it takes a little while. But our audience like loves it because
Yeah, and I'm used to my television show in California on a major network that was good to me. My guests were in-house, so we didn't have these problems. So we had three cameras. You know, it was nice. The lighting was nice. Makeup, hair, everything was great.
Yeah,
Now-
we wish you were out here in
now we
California.
get 4 million, but we get 4 million views a week with this shit, so it's okay. Hey, Mark.
You want me
Yes.
to try to call Mark back?
Yeah, let's let you hang up and let's let him try and call you back because you're not working. Okay, there you go. So I know the beard is Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
So the guy next to you must be Winston.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Oh, yes, got to hear you now. That's awesome. How you doing?
There we go. But now something's flipping out.
Much better, but why does it make noise?
Huh, that was weird.
We got him, and could you guys see him or no when he was there?
For 2 seconds.
Okay. You can
No,
see
you
him.
know what happened? He was duck hunting and he swallowed.
Oh,
the
and now
duck
I see
whistle.
them really good. So the people that are listening, so far on the line, we have Ben Crutcher and Winston Carter. They're the two stars of Spaghetti Man, and we're trying to get Mark Potts, who I think is the director.
There he is.
There he is. Say something,
Yeah.
Mark.
Is it working?
Hey, all right.
He
Way to
spit out
go.
I see him. That's good. You're well lit, Mark.
Yeah, I got the studio light on.
Oh, see?
He's smart. He's got his shit together. All right, so here's what we're going to do, everybody. I'm going to do a new intro for you guys, and then we're going to get ready to rock and roll. How's that?
Okay, and the one
Okay,
that
do it.
up again when we do the intro.
Oh, he is lit up. His name's not...
Ben Burka.
Ben. Just call him Ben.
I like
Call him
Ben Burka.
Yeah, Ben Crutcher is fine if you like, or Ben Burke is okay. I can accept that.
All right. So here we go, everybody.
I'm going to call him Mr. Spaghetti with large balls. Spaghetti and meatballs. What's wrong with that?
Hey, he's an improv comic. He can handle anything. All right, so here we go, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Now, everybody, we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the director of Spaghetti Man, incredible new movie, Mr. Mark Potts, along with the two stars of the film, Mr. Ben Crutcher and Winston Carter. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. Now we're rocking and rolling. So we got a chat room full of people, so say hey to everybody in the chat room.
What
Hey, how's
happened?
it going, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Introduce me.
I entered.
Hey, chat room.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't.
Okay, so before...
I smacked the shit out of this motherfucker.
Well, I said the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, which
Easy.
I don't normally say, so hey.
I know, but you know, I'm going to punch you out.
All right, you guys, so before we get started, well, now they said hi to
Wow.
the chat room. Now they're going to say hi. Let me introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Now I'm not going to say anything.
Stand behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Fellas, welcome to the show.
Thank
There you
you.
go. All
Hey,
right,
Chad.
there you go. So real quick, everybody tell us who you are in the new... First of all, where are you guys calling us from? I mean, the state, the city, stuff like that. You don't have to be specific.
Winston and I, actors in the movie, are calling from wonderful Miracle Mile, Los Angeles. I'm Ben Crutcher. I play Spaghetti Man, the titular character in the movie Spaghetti Man.
I'm Winston Carter. I play Dale, Spaghetti Man's best friend.
There you go.
And I'm Mark Potts, director. I'm calling from downtown Los Angeles.
There you go. You got to love it.
Okay, all LA boys. We'll be out there soon permanently.
Bring him out.
Great.
Yeah, we're coming out. It'll be out in about a month and a half, and we're going to then work from a studio like real people.
Hey, you got to do something.
With
So we're
cameras
enjoying
and
it.
lighting and directors and, make like a real show.
All right, so first off, everybody who's like listening now, you want to follow Spaghetti Man on Twitter. It's at Spaghetti Man MOV, and the actual website for the film is SpaghettiManFilm.com. And
Okay, now sharks fall from the sky, and everybody said, "Oh, please." Meanwhile, they've made 3 of them, and I love them. They are the gassiest, campiest films in the world. And I also loved the Tomato. What was it? Tomato People, Tomato Invaders. Remember that old?
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Oh, I love that movie. And I
Throwback.
love the one with the clowns.
Killer Clowns.
Oh, I love. That's my
Killer
favorite.
Clowns from Outer Space.
Now I'm going to watch your film, and I really think I'm going to be in love with it.
Okay, hold on. First off,
I want them to tell me about
I
it.
know. First, let me read the summary for everybody, and then let
Okay.
you tell. And then they're going to tell you about it because I took this off of something you sent me or off your website, one of the two. All right, so here's the plot. Clark, who is Benjamin, doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about the world. He barely cares about himself. But after an incident with an old bowl of spaghetti and a malfunctioning microwave, he becomes a superhero that can fight crime with the power of spaghetti. However, you have to pay him. I love that. I think that's like genius.
I got to see this.
It sounds like a great film.
Thanks.
So what happens? You shoot spaghetti.
He does. We're going to actually show a trailer.
Do you have meatballs like bombs?
No meatballs, just spaghetti. No sauce to answer the question.
Just white spaghetti.
Okay, so first of all, so did any of you guys write this? Like, whose idea was this?
Ben, I'll let you take this.
Great. Yeah, we all wrote it together. There's four official members of Heckbender. We've obviously expanded a bit with Spaghetti Man to add DP Molly Becker and producer Riley Smith. But the four core members, myself, Winston, Mark, and Brand Rackley, who plays Anthony Banner in the movie, an investigative journalist. We all collaborated in order to write the script together, came up with the story together. Characters obviously wrote strongly for ourselves. The impetus of the story comes from a very silly sketch that we actually pioneered our group on. It was the first thing that we ever shot together, really.
Actually, I looked at a bunch of stuff that you guys have done on the internet. It's pretty impressive. Like, it's very funny. I have to say, when the publicist, which was, I think this is October Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
October Coast. When he sent this to me, I thought, oh my God, this is like so stupid. I can't believe he sent this to me. And then I started researching it and reading all the reviews and watching the trailers. And then I watched the film, and I was like, oh my God, like it's kind of like so stupid that it's fabulous. It's like really
I don't think it's
fun.
stupid.
Not stupid.
It is
You on that?
stupid.
That's a pull quote for a poster, right?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't call it stupid. I'd call it, off the wall and like, let's have fun.
But it's so stupid that it is fun. It
No,
was
it's not
fabulous.
I don't think it's
They
stupid.
said it was.
Well, I don't care what they think. That's what I think.
That's our word. We can say that.
If the guy is going to go after ISIS people and shoot spaghetti at them, they're so fucking hungry they'll eat the spaghetti. Now poison the spaghetti and the bastards will die. Now we need to send you to ISIS, wherever the hell they are.
Well, let me stop you there.
Idea.
Chemical warfare is against the Geneva Convention, and Spaghetti Man wouldn't play by those rules. No poison necessary.
I know a dear friend of mine that he invites us to his house for dinner and no one goes because his food is so bad. He will get the spaghetti for you. And he'll kill millions of people with his spaghetti.
Co-op, I like it.
You die from gas. You get such bad gas that you elevate 3 or 4 feet off the floor, sometimes hitting the ceiling, cracking your neck.
Okay, so I have to say, first of all, Winston, like in the trailer, like, because actually, for some reason, I thought when you were coming on, I didn't get that you were the best friend. I thought you were going to be like an antagonist until I saw the trailer at the beginning. And like you're very, very funny in the trailer. I hear when you said that you wrote it kind of like for you guys, because like everybody seems really strong, in it and everything that they do. And I think that. Based on the reviews that I've seen for the people who've seen it and the way people are like talking about it, I think you guys are going to have. Are going to have like a hit. I have it on computer.
Oh, you have it already? Let's watch it tonight. No, I'm in the mood for.
Throw it on right now. We've got 85 minutes.
I'm in the mood for a fun film. I love these films. I think they're genius because they're creative, and you don't want to make it dull and boring and childlike. I know it's going to be like Sharknado. Nobody believed in Sharknado. Come on, please. Everybody said ridiculous sharks falling from the sky. I love it. I love it. When those sharks start eating those kids and stuff. It was so sacrilegiously disgraceful. I loved it.
Also, Mark, I looked up some of your stuff since you're the director, and I guess so. Is it what is the name of the company? Heckbender, or what is it called? Is that what it's called? Heckbender. I looked that up too. Like you guys have created basically like your own like niche for your own things to do, which I think is genius. I think it's really smart. You put together a really talented group of people, where everybody gets to contribute and be a part of something, that could turn into something incredibly
this
like
film's
huge.
going to travel. Tell me about it.
Wait.
I
know, but I'm in the middle of talking. Just
you
wait
finish
1
that
second.
subject. We're going to be bored.
No, we're not going to be bored. No, I just want to say he has a film called Cinema 6 because I looked it up, and some of the people in Cinema 6 were also in Spaghetti Man, I think, right?
Yeah. Brand Rackley was a lead in Cinema 6, and he's in Spaghetti Man. I was a lead in Cinema 6, and now in Spaghetti Man, I play a guy who chokes on a sandwich.
I love it. I love What kind of sandwich? Kill me with it. A meatball
And
sandwich.
you nailed it.
I thank you. Yeah.
nailed that.
7 takes.
A meatball. Listen, Ben, tell me what happens to the people that you shoot the spaghetti at. Did they get strangled? How did they die?
Oh, I improvise. I get creative with it. I mean, it starts simple. Quick little knockouts. Sometimes people just get grossed out. You just got to know your enemy, and that's how you combat them. It's the simplest way.
Where does the spaghetti come out of your hands or your mouth?
There's a few. That question has been asked too many times, and what we do is we just defer to the action sequences in the movie. But yeah, they manifest themselves from within the body, and then they are projected generally from the hands. It's like that's just the simplest way to take a wad of spaghetti and use it as a projectile.
You didn't make it where it comes out of the butt.
There's a sequel coming, so.
Nice.
Well, you know what? The movie that I will not watch, that I really object to, is what is it called? The worm where they.
Oh, he won't watch the Humans. I'm a big horror movie fan. He won't watch the Humans. Have you guys seen the Human Centipede? There's 3 of them.
Yeah. I've seen.
The first one was genius. The second and third one were terrible. But
I can't even think about it.
But you would watch it if spaghetti came out of the butt.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't really like so much.
We can do it tastefully.
He's Italian though, and he eats a lot of spaghetti.
So there's a scene in the movie that actually.
That was. He said if you eat spaghetti all the time, you have it coming out of your butt all the time.
So do you. I cook it, you mother. Jimmy and I are married legally, so couldn't you tell already that we're married the way we talk to each other? Listen, you fucking fudge packing faggot. You eat macaroni too.
I love it. No, I think this is fun. Whoa. Hey, Chad.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the trailer? Because we're going to play the trailer for everybody.
Definitely, I
want
to see this
anyway,
I want to see it.
You can't see it. You're not set up to see it.
You see it later, Ronnie.
See fucking show this is that I can't even see it.
Get yourself some monitors. Where'd you run?
You have a monitor, you could see it, but you don't have a monitor.
A big face here is supposed to get that shit.
Yeah, Mark, pull it up on your phone and then hold your phone up to the camera.
As for playing it.
Well, you know what? We're going to watch it tonight. You know what? Tonight I'm going to make spaghetti and meatballs. Fuck all of you. And we're going to eat it in bed while we watch your film. So, leave a number where I can call you to tell you what I think of it.
Actually, we have some people asking questions too that we're going to bring.
I know I'm going to love this
Hold on.
film.
Okay,
Whenever you're ready, I'll hit play at the same time.
All right, so Chad,
Yes, sir.
do you have? Okay, hold on.
Hold it like that.
Hold on. So Winston, here's what I want you to do. Winston, you introduce the film for everybody, and then Chad, you say go, and when you say go, you guys can both hit it at the same time.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
This is our action comedy Spaghetti Man coming to all your places on September 23rd. I hope you enjoy the trailer.
Go.
Freeze. Get off my plane. I ain't heard no fat lady. Ah! What the hell?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
What's going on, Clark?
That came from inside of me.
We gotta take you to a doctor.
I don't want to tell anybody about this.
This could be used for good, maybe.
Now I regret saying anything to you.
That's not what a superhero does.
Who said anything about being a superhero?
You can clean up the streets and beat up bad guys.
Or, I can get paid to punch people?
Who are you?
I'm the Spaghetti Man. How much is this woman willing to cough up in order to not get kidnapped? You can pay me $100.
I have 60.
That'll do.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
I gotta see this tonight. Bullshit, I'm seeing this tonight.
So people in the chat room,
I like that part.
The guy with the bag on his head, he was a famous comedian about 30 years ago. He's called Bagman. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
we dug him up and put him in a movie.
He's looking
That's
good.
really Bagman?
No, that's him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's Spaghetti Man. He's the one with the bag.
Well, I figured maybe they gave him a cameo, Bagman.
No, he's Spaghetti Man, and so
That's going to be a demented film, totally for the crazy people.
So how many bags do you go through making a film where you have a bag on your head all day long?
Great question. Mark?
2.
2, so they're filthy inside with spit all over.
We bought 100 and went through 2.
We still have 90 more bags if anybody wants a commemorative Spaghetti Man bag. We'll put them up on sale on the website.
That's right.
Just sign them.
Sign them and send them out. So how did you come up with the idea? Like, why is it a bag? Who came up with that?
I mean, the bag. I mean, the impetus of. I mean, who knows? Really, honestly, you're asking the people who get it, and we don't even know. I think it's just like a funny, childish thing to do, is to like make a mask out of a bag, and that was at least in the first. In the short that we did, it was just it was just a foolish concept. In the feature, we just carried it over because I don't know, we thought it was funny. It fit within the character's motivation. The guy's just a lazy piece of garbage, and it was the first thing that he had available to him, so he used it and just never stopped using it.
It's called movie ingenuity. Or movie genius when you do things like that.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, no, it's true. Because
let him speak, Mark.
The bag on his head tells more than if he stood there for 10 minutes doing stand-up. I mean, when you see something like that, you laugh immediately, and that's
And I have to say, the poster with you like jumping in the air with the bag in your head like a superhero, and all the people
so
like around you is like it's such a great poster because I don't know anybody who would look at that poster and say, "Oh my God, like I have to see this film." Whether it's good or it's terrible.
Well,
like
it's
I
like
wanna
the old
see it.
saying, "A picture's worth 1,000 words," and there you go. I mean, you could stand up. You guys do stand up. I understand. You could do a 10-minute stint and nothing. But you can come out and whip out your wang and put a balloon on the end with a duck, and everybody goes hysterical.
That's like part of Ben's stand-up.
Yeah, you're describing it perfectly. Did you YouTube me before? Did you
No,
YouTube
he didn't.
stand-up?
He never YouTubes anybody.
I did stand up for 45 years in drag as Jane Russell. So there you go. Try to figure that one out. And I was funny. All I did was talk about a fictitious husband and all the movie stars I banged, in the 40s. And it was hilarious. But the thing that was funny was the fact that I was able to jack up, big pecs to look like huge tits, and I did silly shit. And that's what. But when I came on stage, people just loved it because it was total fun.
Yeah, that's going to be our sequel. We dug up Bagman for the Spaghetti Man film. We'll dig up your act for the sequel.
Well, yeah, you should dig up my act.
He actually looks great in drag.
I have plenty of film on it. Not anymore. I'm 100 now. This is when I was young, a kid.
You could look great at 100.
Well,
he does look great at 100, doesn't he?
I couldn't get. I did my first movie. I was 19. I did it with Sophia Loren and Tab Hunter. Now, how do you beat that?
With Ben Crutcher and Winston Carter.
There you go.
No.
That was a good answer.
My career went downhill after one movie.
So does Spaghetti Man have a love interest?
Himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe in the sequel, like there could be like what do you call it? Pizza sauce.
Now, do
girl
you
or
have like a
something?
spaghetti? do you have like a Spaghetti Man car or helicopter or some kind of a vehicle you get around town in?
He walks.
He walks and gets rides from friends.
He doesn't thumb a ride with spaghetti coming out. Hey.
Yeah. Put that spaghetti thumb out and pick yourself up a spaghetti ride.
How long is your film?
It is 85 minutes.
Okay, that's decent.
And I know you.
'Cause you don't want to do it too long. You blow the whole thing.
I saw there's a screening 9/24. Is that your first like official screening, or no?
That's our first. That's like kind of our Los Angeles premiere. We've done a number of film festivals, but this is the first non-film festival screening.
Okay, so it's at the Los Feliz Theater on September 24th. I have no idea where that is, so I guess that's in LA.
I know where that is.
Yeah, it's in LA.
Okay, and if you guys want to get tickets for that, you can go to spaghettimanfilm.com, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take to shoot it?
What was it, like 19 days, I think?
19 days over the course of 2 months.
It's a very quick. Everybody gets a take. What was your budget, if you don't mind telling?
They're not going to tell you that.
You don't know that, Jimmy. Don't
We can tell you it in pounds of spaghetti.
Yeah.
No, were you a steep budget, an easy budget, or you're not?
Or
I
a
know
minuscule budget.
I know you weren't a steep budget, but
You know, we would open our wallets.
What's that supposed to mean?
a steep budget is like Angelina Jolie now that she wants to do Cleopatra. That's going to be
I'll
like
part that.
that's going to be like $3,000 zillion, for budget. And then again, there are films like the original black and white Night of the Living Dead, $60,000. I mean, and that film is today.
And then there's theirs where they said they just opened up their wallet as they were going along.
Yeah, we were less than the Cleopatra Angelina Jolie movie, and also less than the original Night of the Living Dead.
That's incredible if you're doing.
Also,
that kind of
you
a
got to remember
budget.
that you've got your own studio, you've got your own cameras, you've got your equipment,
So
right?
you're shooting it, and what about you're going to do it on the end, right?
Yeah, we all have points, essentially, I think is the idea, is if let's make some money, we're splitting it evenly.
Because we do film, I do a lot of film, and so does Jimmy. And they're indie films that really they're $100 a day films, those kind, and they don't really go anywhere. We've been in bombs.
That's just us. We've been in
Yeah, are those films hiring? Because I'm in. I'm looking for work.
There's one in particular that I will not name because it's sacrilegious to name it, but I played a cop from Brooklyn, a tough cop, a very, very tough cop. And I got killed in the end, which I was happy. Something came out of the lake, what was it, like a lizard or
Hey,
some
don't talk
shit.
about it. Like,
Anyway, that film is just the worst film ever made.
and I bought 8 copies just so I would have them to give to people, but it was so bad that I put them all up on eBay and I made $4 a copy.
Yeah, that's an excellent deal.
It's the only money we will ever make. So
And
8
I
times 4,
had a
$32.
And I had a fit when I found
Yeah,
out
he found out
sold
because
them.
I put them on
said,
eBay and I said starring Ron Russell.
That's the way to do it.
evil
But I think you
person.
guys is way different because first of all, you're coming out on video demand this fall from Uncorked Entertainment.
Mhm.
I'm sure you'll get some kind of physical distribution eventually once you've gone through more festivals and everybody's talking about it. I think everybody's going to be talking about the film because it really is a fun film. It's a really carefree fun. At the same time, superheroes are big and you've created a superhero, unlike any other ever in history.
No, this film will be also a kid film. Kids love that kind of stuff. So it's an all-age film. What makes budgets today outrageous is what these stars are getting. $1.7 million, $2.5 million, $5 million. Who the fuck are they? They think they're God? I mean, come on, you're a shitty actor. Tomorrow, nobody will know who you are. My best friends, they're all legends. Legends of Hollywood are my dear friends. Nobody knows them today. I did a lecture about old films, and I mentioned Barbra Streisand, and this kid's in front of me looking at me like he died. I said, you know who Barbra Streisand is? He said, I heard of her.
Barbra Streisand was George Bush's Secretary of Defense, right?
That's right. You got it.
I love how quick that is.
So if these stars would stop with these salaries, they could put out decent films.
Ben worked for 4 sandwiches a day. So
Right. And guys like you that have talent, outrageous talent that we need so bad.
Winston looked like he hated that joke. Sorry.
What?
Oh, no.
I don't think Mark's very funny.
When I get on this subject, I get very serious because I'm so involved with old film.
Mhm.
I push it. I talk about there's no such thing as an old film. Film is only old after you've seen it. So all of the great films of the 30s and 40s, I promote and push, just like Bob Osborne does. The two of us did it. That's what my show was like in California when I was out there. It was promoting all the great legends who I interviewed. We need your kind of work because they're so goddamn stupid in Hollywood now with the same bullshit. If Mary marries Joe and falls into a pile of shit and it's an Oscar winner, you got 30 Mary falls into shit with Joe. You know that. They copycat everything. It's boring. Just totally boring.
I hope his people will copycat Spaghetti Man.
There you go.
No. Spaghetti Man has to stay an introvert. No, it has to stay classic. Now you have to go on and make the Sausage Man.
If you go to SpaghettiManFilm.com, you guys, they have great reviews. It's a bit of an Unbreakable, a splash of Spider-Man, and an altogether a fun and funny experience. Whether you find the film brilliant or stupid, it's hard not to find it funny. I think, I have. First of all, I'm a big horror movie fan. Okay, so I'm a horror movie fan, and I hate the fact that hardly anything new comes out, and they're just remaking every old film possible 10 different times. They keep remaking the same films over and over. And I think
my point.
That was his point. And his point is that you guys have actually come up with something that's unique.
Fresh.
You didn't copy somebody else. It's fresh. It's new. It's exciting.
That's why I'm excited about it. I'm not going to see the
and
same
that's
old
what we
boring
need.
shit.
That's what we need. People who enjoy entertainment and enjoy films. We're tired of seeing the same regargled shit, where everybody does the exact same thing and nobody's done what you've done. You're a little bit like Broken Lizard, in a way. I'm friends with Steve Lemmy and Heffernan and Lemmy, and I see kind of that kind of vibe of the group of you guys have got together, to make fun films that everybody enjoys, and and they've been very, very successful, and I think you guys are going to be very successful also.
We have other friends that are indies like you, and they've done wild, wacky films that we promote, and we love them. Because nothing is better than something brand new. I go to the movies and I see shit today that was made in 1940. They stole a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and they put some cursing in it, showed some broad's pussy, and it became today's film.
Showed some
no
broad's
good.
Pussy. As you can tell, we can say anything we want.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize until now we could say broad's pussy on this show. Dang it. I'm going to change my whole interview. Let's go back and answer those questions again.
Back in the old days, when a chick was going to get laid while she was making out with her boyfriend, the ocean would show waves. The waves were supposed to be his coming, I guess, in her. I don't know. Nowadays, they show you he opens her legs and hello comes out of her snatch and he jumps in. It's like a whole big different thing.
Well, I'll reassure you. There's absolutely no symbolism in Spaghetti Man, so you won't have to be worried about being confused by any of the metaphors. It's just straight up superhero comedy. No frills, no strings attached. I mean, the whole thing that you're describing is, we're all friends. We've all worked together for a number of years. We built up the trust of talented people around us. We're friends with talented people, and we put them in a very, very low budget movie, and the fruits are what you guys are seeing right now. I think is it wasn't through a lack of effort, and they certainly trusted us to do, with them what we pleased, and the result is Spaghetti Man. So here we are.
I have to say something. So Drew King, who's a good friend of ours who lives in California. He put a review, one of your reviews up. I love that you have reviews up. Why do I have that? Chad?
Hey, Ben, can you turn down the speakers maybe on your end? I'm getting kicked back.
A teeny bit. We're getting kicked back.
Equipment. What can I tell you?
Easy, Ronnie.
There you go.
With two
so here's a review that's up, and I guess you guys have this on your website, which I think is hilarious. And this is from the Final Cut, which is the reviewer. I enjoyed this film mostly because the main character, Clark, played by Ben Crutcher, is a dick.
That about sums it up.
That's a good pull quote.
Drew, what do you think? Oh, that's Drew Ross. I thought it was Drew King.
No, Drew King said it. Yeah.
Oh, Drew King. What do you think about this film? I know you're crazy like I am, and you like weird shit.
You gotta love it.
Are you gonna watch it?
Absolutely. So first of all, he can't watch it yet. Unless he goes to the screening.
Put it in where the fuck are you in this thing? What is that called?
A tablet?
No, what is that?
A chat room.
Write it in the chat. I'm sorry.
No, he can hear you. I'm not. It's too hard to type it. So who? Let's say, what are each one of you guys give an example of a movie that you think is a really great movie, whether it was old or new, maybe a movie that's influenced you or wanted to make you a director or wanted you to be an actor or a comedian or whatever. Everybody tell us what your favorite comic type movie is that has had some sort of influence on you.
Spaceballs.
Okay, Spaceballs. That's a good one.
I didn't like that one. No, I didn't. Spaceballs, I thought was
John Candy's in that, right?
Yes, and
John Candy.
Mel Brooks did it.
Rick Moranis.
And I love Mel Brooks's work, but it just didn't work for me.
Okay.
Whereas Young Frankenstein was fabulous, and
okay, hold on, that's Ben's.
Blazing
what about
Saddles?
you'll get to say yours in a minute. You'll get to say yours too. Winston, what was yours?
Kid, you got
mine's Hot Fuzz.
Oh, there you go. Broken Lizard. Oh no, not
Edgar Wright. The Edgar Wright one, the British cop movie. That's a comedy
with Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great movie. I love that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I love that one. Okay, Mark, your turn.
I'm gonna go with Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, really? George Clooney.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that one got an Academy Award nomination, right?
It was so bad. It was so bad, that movie. That really.
And maybe you won't like our movie.
I enjoyed it because it was so bad. George Clooney looked like a raving faggot with that makeup he had on and his dress flying, almost, because he could have came out after that movie, but he would never come out. Anyway, terrible film. The story was stupid.
I never saw the
Everybody in
whole
it
thing.
was stupid. I just sat there with my mouth open, eating my M&Ms, saying to myself, Jesus Christ, what else are they going to do to this film to make it bad? And I enjoyed it.
Well, Drew in the chat room says he can't wait to see it.
It's like it's like watching a train wreck. That movie. Well, that's
But
why.
the songs were great, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think. Mark, what did you think about it?
I'm going to change my answer to Saving Private Ryan.
That's not a comedy. Saving Private Ryan.
Oh no, it's not it. No, but I thought that Clooney film was a gas. It was bad. It was like total high camp. Total high camp.
Well, that's why he liked it.
That's why I liked it. I didn't dislike it. I found it fascinating to watch all the mistakes, all the bad shit, all the terrible costuming, the horrible.
So what's your favorite comedy? And that way they can tell you how much they hate yours.
My favorite comedy has to be Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis in the fuck was it called?
It's not a movie. Those are actors.
No.
Some Like It Hot?
Some Like It Hot.
Billy Wilder, yeah.
Classic lines, classic carryings on, so way ahead of the time. Because if you were around back then, like I was, everybody was fainting that they had drag queens. They just thought, oh my God. But they had to make them stupid. This way people could go and laugh at the drag queens and make fun of them. So it's okay. I understand. But at least they showed the world how men can. Tony Curtis was a riot. Especially the line about when Marilyn Monroe was walking in front of them and her ass was shaking. And Tony Curtis turned to Jack Lemmon and said, oh my God, it's Jell-O on springs. Stupid lines like that. And then, of course, the very end, when the guy, the old man said, he says, I'm a, God damn it, I'm a guy. And the old man said, that's okay, everybody can't be perfect. So, moments of course, it's Billy Wilder. You cannot beat Billy Wilder. Give me a fucking break.
So you guys have Heckbender, and let's say, so it's all of you, and let's say somebody came and gave you $10 million to make the next great comedy, and you could pick any one comedic actor anyone.
Pick me.
No, they wouldn't. Or they might. But anyone, if you could pick any one person to put in your film that's like a famous comedic actor, they don't have to be even, just a famous actor that you could put in the film that somebody gives you $10 million to make as a group. Who would each one of you guys want to be in the film? Start with Ben again.
Yeah, great. Paul Rudd, because he's so dreamy.
Oh, Paul! No, I love Paul Rudd. This is 40 is a great movie. I love that movie.
I'd go with Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, would you really? Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to see him in Something We Do.
Paul Rudd and Samuel L. Jackson together would be a dynamic duo that you would pay to see.
But I've never thought of Samuel as a comedian.
But I said anybody that you want, though. And actually,
Snakes
on a Plate was a comedy.
Yeah, he's funny. He's got chops.
Yeah, he's got chops. All right, Mark, your turn.
I saw a movie recently that had me on the floor laughing, and I would use those actors. And it was Ben Crutcher and Winston Carter.
There you go.
What was
Ben Crutcher and Winston Carter from Spaghetti Man.
Of course.
That was a good answer, though. Ben and Winston. I mean, you guys got it going on. Mark's totally got your back. Okay, and then if Ben and Winston were gonna want you to add one other famous person, who would you add? More famous than them person, because they're famous already, but one more famous person. Who would you want to add?
Yeah, if you could find one of the three people more famous than us.
That's rough.
Brand Rackley from Spaghetti Man.
There you go.
There you go.
So everybody, Spaghetti Man, again, let's follow him on Twitter. It's at Spaghetti Man MOV. Check out SpaghettiManFilm.com. Do you guys have an actual date for when it comes out on video on demand?
September 23rd.
Oh, that's really soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Next week, you guys.
And we'll do a shout out to remind everybody. Listen, is there a contact that I can get to you later tonight to let you know what I thought of the film?
Tweet that.
100%. Mark can send you the Heckbender email, and we can make sure that you're able to get a hold of us.
I've got it.
Good.
I've been you guys. You guys, I really do. I really hope.
I really suspect it's going to be hilarious.
I hope
I think it's so stupid. It's got to be fabulous. No, I don't want to interpret stupid again. That word doesn't work. It's so original.
I really hope you guys that the film does really well.
boys.
You guys are great. You're a great talent. I hope that when the film comes out on video on demand, 1 million people download it and watch it, and that you make a lot of money and that you can get some funding for the next film, because I think it's really great. And we want to thank you for coming on the show because we think you guys are great.
Thanks so much for having us. This has been a blast.
I tell you, I haven't laughed this hard on this show in a long time.
And we also want to thank Clint Morris and everybody from October Coast Publicity and PR. They're great. They always invite really great guests for us to have on the show. We think you guys are great. So again, everybody, follow them on Twitter at SpaghettiMan MOV, SpaghettiManFilm.com, and when it comes out September 23rd, download it and watch it on video on demand. There you go.
The best of success with your film. I think it's going to be a smash. Just going to be another Sharknado.
There you go.
Thanks so much. We're looking forward to having you guys back in LA.
Absolutely, we'll be there soon.
Yes.
And anytime you got anything you want to promote, now you've got my email. Just
Or
let me know.
listen, I would love to be in your next Spaghetti Man if you want a sophisticated older faggot. You got me.
Yes, we do.
With white hair.
You gotta love it. So you guys, thanks so much. We really appreciate it, and I'll send you a link to the show later tonight.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Later,
Appreciate it,
fellas.
guys.
Bye,
Great
everybody.
work.
Good luck.
Bye now.
Gotta love it.
That film has got to either be so bad that it's hilarious or so good that it's fabulous. It's shooting spaghetti at people.
Whoever Dee Marie is, they're saying Robert Downey Jr. was good for comedy, and Dave Hughes liked Naked Gun 2.5, and Drew likes Airplane and Wonderlust, which I've never heard of, and I'm not sure who Dee Marie is, but hello, Dee Marie, and welcome to the show. And I like all of it. I don't actually know what my favorite comedy is because I don't watch.
There's
that many.
a lot of them. I mean, I picked Some Like It Hot only because I love Tony Curtis. He was a friend, and I loved him. So I'm biased. And also, it was well written, very well written.
Absolutely. So let's take a quick music break. Hey, Chad.
What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Hunter and the Dirty Jacks, Rock and Roll Soul.
You the boss.
All right, everybody. So here is Hunter and the Dirty Jacks, the new single, Rock and Roll Soul.
Young man, take a look at me now. I'm down to play today. You can string me up and bring the crowd. That's all I need to say. Voice of an angel, entertainment for a king. No rhythm to speak. I wish the God you could sing. Modern Helen of Troy in a old world style. Could start a religion with a launch coat smile. And I was born with a rock and roll soul. Here's what I need, make me whole. Yeah, I was born with a rock and roll soul. Here's what I need, make me whole. Yeah, check out. Yeah, bow. Yeah, young man, need to find my way to bring this to the top. I got locks and the golden chops. There's no way this won't pop. Young man, I'm ready to roll. I'm gonna storm this stage tonight. Just play this song. It won't take long to see our name and dancing. I was born with a rock and roll soul. Here's what I need, make me whole. I was born with a rock and roll soul. Here's what I need, make me whole. Check out, bow, yeah, down, bow. I was born with a rock and roll soul.
Hey, everybody, that's Hunter and the Dirty Jacks, Rock and Roll Soul. Tearing up the radios in California, and it's going to be a big hit, and hope everybody enjoyed it. It's available now on all the digital download platforms, basically in the world, so you can get it anywhere. Also,
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's a great song. I freaking love it. Also, you guys, the interview that Ron and I did with Britt George, the video interview, is up on YouTube now. So if you want to see it, remember that he's in the new Tyler Perry TV show, Too Close to Home. It's a great show, and Britt George was a great guest. We had a lot of fun, and that interview is actually up along with the expose footage and interview that we did when we saw them in concert 2 weeks ago.
We have others that have to go up that have to be edited.
Yes, we're working on it.
Lynn Shaw's video interview, and what was his name? The fellow, the other Broadway star.
I don't know. We have it written
Anyway,
down.
the other Broadway star.
We have a whole bunch of videos. We have like 50 of them that have to get edited, so there's a whole bunch of
50.
stuff coming.
We've got that many backed up.
Huh? Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that's never been edited, so we're working on it.
50?
Probably.
We're never going to get ahead.
Yeah, well, I do it the best we can. We're doing what we can. We do what we can.
I know, but never getting ahead is not good. Never getting ahead is good, not good either. But
Yeah, listen to him.
never getting ahead is not good.
You gotta love it. What are you gonna do?
Anyway, what can I tell you, boys and girls of all
Absolutely.
nations?
You can't. You gotta just go with what you got. What are you gonna do? So we haven't seen any movies yet either. We were gonna go see
Yes,
the
we
movies,
did.
but we didn't. What did we see?
I don't remember.
Oh, did we go see a movie this week?
We did. Last week we went.
What did we see?
Remember we didn't sneak in anything? We were too tired.
No.
We paid for one movie and went and saw it. Remember you said then it was like 10:30 for the second movie, and I was very tired. So were you. And we came home.
I think that was like a month ago.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Remember we went in the theater and nobody was there. We were the only ones sitting there.
What movie did we see?
It wasn't a great movie. It's one I wanted to see.
Oh my gosh, I'm having like a.
He's old.
I'm having a
I
moment.
mean, I got to get a younger one.
Oh, like you could remember. You can't remember.
But I'm
anything
old.
either.
I'm not supposed to remember. It's
I don't remember
par
us
for
going.
course.
I thought we were gonna go, but we didn't go.
At my age, you're not supposed to do anything but, just collapse. So we went. I don't remember the movie either, but if you tell me about
Now we want to go see Sully, but we didn't go see anything. We saw Don't Breathe and that other movie the last time, and we haven't seen anything since then.
Don't Breathe.
Stephen Lang movie. We saw Stephen Lang.
That's the movie that we went to.
Yeah, but we saw two movies. We saw Don't Breathe and The Mechanic, and that was. But we talked about that last week, telling everybody to go see it.
Oh.
So anyway, sorry about that, everybody. We're like all messed up. What are you gonna do?
We do so much in our life with our business. We're there, we're here, we're interviewing this one, we're traveling there. Now, I don't know where the hell I am half the time, what I'm doing, or who I am. And it's not easy. This is not easy work. It looks easy. Everybody's, oh, what a lazy job you've had. You sit there, yeah, bullshit. Try it.
There you go. What are you gonna do?
Try doing it for 4 years. How many years am I on this show now? 4?
Chad, like what, 3.5?
Chad, are you there? He just fell
he's
asleep.
at 3.5. Chad, what's going on with you?
He fell asleep.
What? Where am I? It's contagious.
That's because our show is
Chad, do you have a favorite comedy?
so exciting.
Do you have a favorite comedy?
Chad, how long am I on this show? Do you know?
3.5
Yeah,
years.
it's been about 3.5, I'd say.
That's all?
Maybe 4.
I think 4.
No.
No.
You don't think? How long do I know you, Jim?
Have to dig back in the archives.
How long do you know me?
We're married almost 4.
Yeah.
And I was with you a year before.
No, we're married almost 3, together almost 4.
Oh, whatever. It's just boring. Nobody gives a shit. Everybody listening is saying, come on, boys, move it.
It doesn't really matter. We got Ron on the show. That's a good thing.
Thank you, Chad. You're so sweet.
There you go. You gotta love it.
Favorite comedy? I don't know. I heard Airplane, and that kind of sparked. I haven't seen like a real good comedy lately, so I don't know. I guess I really don't know. Airplane.
Airplane was good. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I kind of like that slapstick, like Naked Gun, Caddyshack.
I loved him. And did you know that a friend of mine was a friend of his, and we could have gotten an interview, and we never did? He lived in Fort Lauderdale. That's where he died. He had a condo apartment on the what's that called? That run of, oh Jesus. Anyway, that strip, famous strip. They have a name for it.
Las Olas Boulevard?
No, not Las Olas. He lived on the ocean.
Ocean Boulevard?
Ocean Ave?
It was Ocean Avenue where the houses were, but there's a name for it, like the Geyser Strip or something. I don't know. Anyway, we could have had an interview with him if I could remember his name.
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. And I'm so sorry that we never, I never thought he was going to die. You know, he seemed very young and healthy, and he died quite suddenly.
With that white hair, you could have been a stunt double.
A stunt double?
But you don't do stunts, so.
No. But anyway, the friend of ours that knew him said the only problem you would have had with him is he always was in his underwear.
Really?
You had to do the interview with him in his underwear.
Maybe he had an overheating problem or something. I don't know.
I love it. I've always liked him a lot.
Yeah,
I like him in Mr. I liked him as Mr. Magoo.
You know, that's why I can't wait to get back to California, because I'm doing Carol Channing, and I love Carol. Carol is an angel. She's one of the sweetest people in the world. And, you know, she's 90-something, and she's having, you know, a little bit of difficulty with remembering. So there are so many people I want to hurry back to interview before they... You know, I'll never forget when I was supposed to do Patricia Neal, who was one of my favorite actresses in the world. And Patricia and I spoke about it, and I was supposed to shoot her, I think, in April. And she passed away. I was so devastated. So many questions I wanted to ask her about her romance with Gary Cooper.
There's another Patricia Neal, right? Like a new one that's only.
Is there
like
a new
in her
one?
50s.
I'm talking about the ancient one who was a legend, God Patricia Neal, was some actress.
I think there is another one.
For those of you out there who know who she is, and luckily I did Cliff Robertson, and he died right after I did him.
Have you ever heard of the movie Bringing Up Baby? Bringing Up Baby from 1938. Drew wrote it, so that must be like a comedy.
Oh, I didn't think that. That's Cary Grant and what's her name?
I love Cary Grant. Chad, do you know who Cary Grant is?
Barely.
Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. It's about the tiger. Baby is a little tiger. I didn't think that was so great.
I like Cary Grant, though.
I love Cary Grant. I wanted to be Cary Grant when I was in my teens.
Oh, Jimmy McCrary liked that, too. Okay, I love Cary Grant, so that's just as cool as could be. All right, everybody. Also, then, real quick, if you have an Amazon account, please check out the 4 short stories I wrote on Amazon. I have an author page now on Amazon, and you can go to amazon.com/author/Jimmy Star and see the different books up there. And Friday, the one that we just did called Devil's Bluff is going to be like a free download for everybody, so you'll see me tweeting it all over the place, and please download it and leave me a great review. I think we picked that one because everybody thought that was the best one, so that's the one that we're like shooting out there. So check it out, Devil's Bluff, and check out my Amazon authors page. And Ron and I just got cast in a new film that's shooting in November in LA called LA Jogger, so that's going to be a lot of fun, and we're not even there yet, and we're already getting involved with stuff, so it should be a lot of fun. And I'm also going to be playing Johnny B. Hollywood in a comic book called Dead Exit, so follow at Dead Exit Comic on Twitter. There you go.
So what doesn't come when you're young comes when you're old. Unfortunately, you don't get excited anymore. I mean, if all this crap was happening when I was 19, I would have been ecstatic because I was so into the business. Why? Because I didn't know the business. I thought it was all glamour and parties and movies and fame and autographs. Not so, folks. It's hard work. It's disappointments. It's mean people, users, phonies, creepers. I love it. It's a lot of junk. So when you get to be at my point of the business, it's no longer a thrill.
That's okay. It's going to be fun.
I meet all major movie stars. I've met all the biggies, the legends, and I one time would dream about it. I mean, did I ever think I'd be best friends with Jane Russell? Get out of here. Never. I mean, where we hung out and stayed at each other's houses and did shit together. I mean, we were buddies.
You gotta love it. So we're gonna have a guest calling in like 4 minutes. We're gonna do one more music break because Automatic Eden has a new song out. It's called Madland. I think it's gonna hit Billboard next week, and it's available now on all the digital download sites. So the name of the band is Automatic Eden, and they spell it AUTOMATIKEDEN. The name of the song is Madlands. Enjoy.
Body count is high. Some old white guy wants to tell me how I ought to say my lines. It's just the streets are so mean and the rhetoric pristine. I'm getting ghostly in my ways. I just can't do the day to day. But I'm the strange one. Well, all these madmen shoot them tales of charades. It keeps getting better, it just keeps getting better. Oh, it's a mad, mad land. It keeps getting better, let's talk about the weather.
We never seem to feel clean. You turn all innocence obscene. I give my kingdom for some certainty. I haunt the in-between. This darkness takes my days. Nation terrifies mazes. Someone hums demented lullabies. I'm lucid in your dream.
Call me the strange one. When all these sad men sprinkle fantasies, you're fast asleep. I'm the deranged one, yeah, I'm wide awake, man. You're quoting teleprompters in your dream. It keeps getting better, it just keeps getting better. Oh, it's a mad, mad land. It keeps getting better, let's talk about the weather. Well, underwater and the body count is high. Someone white guy wants to tell me how I ought to say my lines. It's just the streets are so mean and the rhetoric pristine. I'm getting ghostly in my ways. I just can't do the day to day. But I'm the strange one. Well, all these madmen shoot their mouths off and out come parades. I'm the deranged one, yeah. But when I flat them, you pin your ego to the tales of charades. Call me the strange one. When all these sad men sprinkle fantasies, you're fast asleep. I'm the deranged one, yeah. I'm wide awake, man. You're quoting teleprompters in your dream. It keeps getting better, it just keeps getting better. Yeah, yeah, it's a mad, mad land. It keeps getting better, let's talk about the weather. Oh, it's a mad, mad land. It keeps getting better, it just keeps getting better. Oh, it's a mad, mad land. It keeps getting better, let's talk about the weather. Come on.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's Automatic Eden. The name of the song is Madland. You gotta love it. It's available everywhere. And whoever D. Marie is in the chat room wrote, "Watch Gentlemen Prefer Blondes for the first time, and I loved it. Thank you, Ron. It was amazing. Now I love movies like that. Gone with the Wind is my favorite movie ever. They don't make movies like that anymore, sadly." I've never seen Gone with the Wind. I've seen parts of it, but I never saw the whole thing. But I have seen Gentlemen Prefer Blondes like 10 times.
Well, obviously. You know, I watch it whenever it's on, and I own it, only because I like to revisit with Jane. It gives me great pleasure to see her alive and beautiful and happy, because that's how I know my Janie Poo.
That's absolutely. You gotta love it.
I'm only sorry you never met Jane, Jimmy.
Me too.
She would have liked you a lot. You would have liked her.
Oh, I think-
Mr. Starr, I got your next guest calling in.
Okay, cool. Let's get it going. And do I need to add him to the thing? Let's see. Or is he going to come up automatically?
No, it's good.
Come up automatically.
Look at that.
Hello,
No problem.
hello, Steven. How you doing?
Hi, Jimmy and Ron, right?
Yes.
Steven,
Great.
if we could have a little more light, we'd be
Do you have
happy.
a little more light you can turn? Oh, there we go. I got light.
Hang on a second. How's that?
Much better.
Not
Much
really.
better?
That's better.
Only
Yeah.
one side of his face is lit.
That's okay.
That's all right. Hang on. I can flip it around.
Good.
Okay.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Boy, are you one prepared fuck. Look at you got that Ghost Hunters fucking poster back there. Like, oh my gosh, you are one smart dude. Nobody else thinks of that.
You gotta be prepared, right? See, I'm taking the umbrella off the light stand, right? I've got like grip stuff going on here.
Oh, perfect.
Be well lit.
Nice. Perfect.
Let's see. How's that? Is that better?
Much better.
Yeah?
Yes.
Shall I bring it to the front?
Yes.
How's that?
Perfect.
Much better.
For some reason, let's see. There I am down there, but I can't see myself that well. All right.
We can't see ourselves that well either. Sometimes that's a blessing.
Sometimes that's yes, that's true. Sometimes that is a blessing, especially early in the morning before coffee kicks in, you know?
Right, absolutely. So here's what we're gonna do. I gotta do a new intro now that we know we got everything set up and we can see you. Where that way for our Roku television thing, we've got a good intro for introducing you. So we pronounce the last name Manley, right?
Right, Manley, yes.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the fabulously talented, super hot Stephen Manley. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Ron.
Hey, how
look
are
at that!
you?
I didn't even have to introduce him. I always have to introduce him. See, he's our cool, outrageous man about town. And we got Chad in the running the boards for us. So say hello to Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, Steven. Hello from West Palm Beach.
Oh boy, I bet you it's nice there right now.
I think it's nicer up north where Jimmy and Ron are.
Yeah.
Okay.
But soon enough, we're hoping for some cool weather, at least 1 month this year.
Where are you?
Right now, I'm on the West Coast. You know, I live and work in L.A. I also work sometimes in Las Vegas, so I'm in that neck of the woods.
There you go. We have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, folks in the chat room.
There you go. And he's got that poster for Ghost Hunter, so we'll talk about that a little bit as we get going.
Sure.
I love your office, though. It's very nice with all the bookcases and everything. It looks really nice.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. I thought I'd throw the Ghost Hunters up there just to have something besides just too many books.
A few people have done that. Ileana Douglas, I think, did that. A few other people have done it, but most people didn't think about that. So you're definitely on the ball. Like, you got to love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
What were you going to say, Ron?
I was going to say, you're complimenting his office. Yours looks like shit. I mean, he's got junk cartons, boxes, dolls.
That's just because we're moving to Palm Springs soon, and like he's got me packing everything up already.
Well, because people come to see the house. Now they go in his office. There's a 6-foot guy with the saber that moves and he stabs you.
I like horror movies. I have a 6-foot tall Jason from Friday the 13th.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Witches that fly from the ceiling with their eyes blinking and going.
I collect horror movie stuff and superhero stuff, so I've got big superheroes and big horror movie memorabilia like all over the place. That's my thing.
That's great. Yeah, one of my heroes is Lon Chaney Sr.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about that later on too, but I mean, I love horror as well, so that's cool that you've got a life-size Jason Voorhees in there.
Selling a house. One little kid was in there screaming. Her mother left because the kid couldn't pee herself and was screaming. I mean, that's the way to show a house.
Are we sure that the kid didn't like it, but the mom peed herself? Are you sure?
Could have been. I mean, I didn't check anybody's panties out. But
I'll check mine right now.
Yes.
I think it was the kid. I'm positive. Anyway, so I made him pack a whole bunch of his stuff because it's really crazy.
I have some really cool stuff though, because I have great memorabilia and autograph like things that different friends of mine have given me over the years, and I like to display it everywhere. I display books too, but most of mine are like all like books of people that we know who wrote the books, and then they sent them to us, like they subscribed in them or inscribed in them and wrote us stuff. So I have
Really?
like that, yeah.
Cool.
I have 2 prized possessions. One of them, do you know who Lance Henriksen is?
Yes, I know who Lance Henriksen is.
Well, Lance Henriksen used to make these tiles of the alien monster ceramic tiles. He doesn't sell them or anything, and he made one of them, and I spent a weekend at a convention, and I dressed him, and he went out to eat and stuff, and at the end of the weekend, he gave it to me, which is like, he wrote on the back of it, how great I am, and like cool, just a really cool inscription. And then I have a book that Clive Barker, when I used to be a clothing designer, and I'm going to do that again in California, but Clive Barker actually opened up a book and drew like all in the front 2 pages of the cover a special drawing just for me and inscribed it. Wow. Hard to get because Clive Barker, I mean, he's like awesome.
You look just like a very, very, very dear friend of mine. His name is Tommy Femia. You must know the name because he's very famous in New York. He impersonates Judy Garland.
Oh,
brilliant job of it. And he sings in Judy's voice, and he transfers to Judy Garland. Now I'm looking at you. I wonder if you could transfer to Judy Garland.
I can't, but hang on. Within arm's reach, I'm going to pull something off my bookshelf that you'll think is cool. Hang on.
All right, that's okay.
Where is it? There you go.
You gotta love it.
All right, can you see that?
Exorcist.
Exorcist, yeah, and we got William Peter Blatty sign the inside.
There you go. See, that's the kind of stuff I like. I like stuff like that.
That's right. Now, my little girl is 10 years old, and she's watched The Exorcist once, so I think this would be a little light reading before Halloween, don't you?
I don't know. I have all the legends because I had a TV show interviewing legends out in L.A. So I've books signed from Lauren Bacall directly to me, Tony Curtis, Jane Russell, all of them. All the great legends.
That's wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. It's all, I remember years and years ago, people didn't think about props and scripts and ephemera all that much. I mean, there was a small subculture of people who would go to Hollywood Book and Poster or Larry Edmonds and things and try and find stuff. But now it's really been ingrained in the pop culture so much. I mean, have you, of Forrest Ackerman, obviously, yeah?
Absolutely.
I had the pleasure to go to Forey's place about 20 years ago. Talk about a collection. Oh, my God.
Yeah, see, that's freaking
Now, do you go to
awesome.
signings?
I beg your pardon?
Do you go to signings? Where you
Do I
sign?
go to signings? Yes, I do. I do. I attend the Star Trek conventions, and I'm looking to do some horror conventions now that Ghost Hunters came out.
Right.
There you go. You gotta love it. Who books you in those?
Usually I have booked myself, although I have a producer friend who does book people now, although he's turning more to producing feature films now. His name is Tim Beale.
Okay, I was just curious because I know a lot of those different people who do all those bookings, so I was just wondering if maybe you did it with one of them.
This is an interesting story you'll get a kick out of. I was at the convention center in Jane Russell's booth because she was my best friend. Next was Tony Curtis, my other good friend. Now, all day long, people are coming in drips and drabs to get the photograph signed. $35 if you want a photograph, $40 I think if you want a photograph with the star. And I thought this is interesting. Then we walked around and there was Bobby Benton. Lines all day and all night.
Really?
Do you know who Barbie Benton is?
For days.
Yes, I do know who Barbie Benton is. How long ago was this convention?
Well, this one was with Jimmy. It was the longest line I have ever seen at any of the conventions. I interviewed Bobby because I know her. I know her for years. And it's amazing. At this,
that one, Jane Russell and Tony Curtis wasn't at that.
No, I got confused.
It wasn't.
That was the
we went to
Palm
one about a
Springs.
year ago. We went to one about a year ago in New Jersey, and it had a lot of really
Right,
big
it was New
people
Jersey,
there,
right.
but nobody had a line like
Barbie
Benton.
Now, who would have ever thought that Bobby Benton, who really never did anything,
Well, let me tell you, I mean, for a while, she was the rage, as what happens with everybody, and you have to be prepared for your ups and your downs, but I remember Barbie Benton very well. She was a beautiful young lady.
She's a beautiful older lady.
The interesting thing about it was the lines that were for hours and days were only men.
Yeah, it was all men.
No women. And she
I
sat
wonder
on
why.
she sat on their laps with a mini skirt so short. I thought to myself, wow.
But I don't know how old she is, but however old she looks fabulous.
Bobby looks great. She looks.
Let me tell you, a few years ago, I attended a Star Trek convention in Vegas where they have the big one, right? And there were a lot of young starlets and ingenues there from various Star Trek things. Well, all of a sudden, a beautiful woman who was about 5'10" with heels walked in, and she had on tight Levi's and a nice T-shirt, and she had, just some nice jewelry, not overdone. Lee Merriweather, man, she looked killer. Unbelievable. I mean, she could do her sexy stuff now. She looked so beautiful, and she was so elegant. So the days of a lot of these people looking like old ladies after a certain age have come and gone.
Absolutely.
Look at Raquel Welch.
Yeah, yes.
Welch is Raquel and I are the exact age, 76 years old. In fact, I'm a month, I think, older than Raquel. And I see Raquel from time to time, and she looks absolutely marvelous.
Actually, that's a good segue. Okay,
That's why I did it.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say, when I booked you on the show, I knew about Star Trek and I knew about Ghost Hunters and a lot of this newer stuff you did. I had no idea that you were like a child star and that you were in every. You've been in every show because we're the exact same age, I think. We're the same age, so every show that I watched growing up. You're in every single one of them. I made a list, so I want to do a little this is my little bragging list for you. And anybody who's over 40 or 45 has seen every one of these shows. And I didn't.
Then I'm going to grill you about who they are and what you do.
Okay, no, so I didn't. So I love to do this, and I didn't write everything down because if it was a show I didn't watch, I might not have put it on here. But just as a bragging for you, because the stars never brag. You know, when we have them on the show, I always have to do it for them anyway. So you were on All in the Family, which I have to say that show I don't even know if it would make it today, but that was my mom's favorite show, and you were on an episode of that. You were on Emergency, Love Boat, Little House on the Prairie. The Streets of San Francisco, Simon and Simon, The Carol Burnett Show, Police Story, The Rookies, FBI, Young Dr. Kildare, Policewoman, Mannix, Marcus Welby, MD, Kung Fu, Adam 12. I loved Adam 12. Kansas City. Oh, and then you did movies. Okay. Then you did movies. We did Kansas City Bomber with Raquel Welch, Kevin McCarthy, Jeannie Coopy, Norman Alden, and Jodie Foster. I picked out the names everybody would know, which is like amazing. And how old would you, like? You're probably like 7 or 10 or something. How old are you in these movies?
No, I started when I was 5. That's when I got my Screen Actors Guild card. My grandfather. You want the spiel? By the way, that list. For some reason, my brain started going to John Cleese and Michael Palin doing the cheese shop sketch when they were going down all the list of cheese. And then he goes, no. Anyway, yes, I started when I was 5. I'm adopted, but my mother's father came over from Italy. They put him to work in a shoe factory when he was a young guy. And then when World War I broke out, they packed him in a ship and they sent him to France. And 2 days later, the war ended. So they turned around and sent him back to America. And now he was a citizen. And he got a job with a circus. And the circus would make stops all over the country. And he was an Italian clown with the circuses. And he had to take care of the lion's cage. He'd actually sleep on top of it on the train car. And they ended up dumping him off in Los Angeles where D.W. Griffith was getting ready to cast Intolerance. And he was looking for Italian-speaking men to play the Roman soldiers in Intolerance. And my grandfather got his first job. He was 19 years old. I still have his black and white, hand-tinted, colored with watercolors costume test from Intolerance. And he stayed in the film business until 1966. He pops up all over the place. He's in Singing in the Rain. He's in Night at the Opera. He's, you see him as a German soldier, a cowboy, a chef, an Italian organ grinder with the Dead End Kids. He was the original Wimpy with Popeye in short films and stage appearances. So he made a deal with White Castle to eat a couple of hundred of their hamburgers a day, right? And he was a stunt double for Peter Lorre and for Edward G. for decades. And when I was 5, he said, "Are you ready?" And I said, "Sure." And he took me down to SAG, and they spoke in Italian to the head of the guild, and I walked out with a guild card. And after that, I was on a talent show called Juvenile Jury back in the day. It might ring a bell for you. And a talent agent named Dorothy Deotis saw me on that, and she figured that she could work with me, and she began to send me out. And my grandfather, before I could read, because he lived with us after my grandmother died, I would turn the corner and he'd have his makeup kit cracked open and he was forming a nose putty nose, or he was doing a monster makeup, and he'd say when Lon Chaney was playing the Phantom, this is what they would do, and when so-and-so turned into a monster, this is how they do it. And he would teach me how to read by giving me film scripts and plays and stuff, and I would look at his volumes of pictures, and he was on the Warner Brothers lot or the Universal lot and explaining to me the characters and how they shot it, and there were pictures of him with big movie stars and stuff. So my work ethic was I had a pretty high standard to fulfill, right. And that's how I got started. And my very first job was in that episode of All in the Family. And it was the first...
Hold this. What was your grandfather's name?
His name was Stephen, Stephen, middle initial E, and last name Soldi, Soldi.
Which means money, because I'm Italian.
Right.
Actually, Drew in the chat room wrote he's talking about Stephen Soldi. He knew who it was right off the bat.
Right.
Way to go.
Terrific. Yes, there's been quite a lot of people who've contacted me, and they follow my grandfather's career. There's a lot of things that he kept track of, and there's a lot of things that just kind of slipped his mind because he did so many things. So his IMDb is slowly being rebuilt,
That's awesome.
You must have some IMDb. Now, I get to the point, to the part where we talk about the people I've worked with. Brenda Vaccaro, love her.
Oh, yes.
What do you think of Brenda?
Okay, so you did Honor Thy Father with Joe Bologna and
Wait,
Brenda
I'm talking about
I know. Well, she's in it. That's how
yeah,
she worked with her.
Wait a second. What part did you have?
Well, what happened was there was a television movie called Honor Thy Father because The Godfather had just come out. So between Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, I believe it was ABC or CBS or NBC decided to get a Godfather TV movie style story out on the airwaves. And she played my mom, I believe, in that. And a few years later, she did a television series at Universal Studios called Sarah, where she was a school marm in a western town.
I did that show.
He was in it.
Oh, did you really?
I was a cowboy.
Okay, terrific. We may have run across each other. I played a little boy named Jimmy Wagons, who was one of her students. And I got very close with Brenda Vaccaro. There were several children on that sometimes who couldn't do large passages of dialogue, or something happened, they weren't able to make the day they were supposed to shoot. And Brenda Vaccaro would say, "Go get Stephen, I can improv with him." And so I remember several times going to her dressing room and talking with the director about a scene, and we just improv together. And she had that husky voice,
yes.
And she would say, you know, I was a young guy. I was 10 years old, and here she was in, like, you know, a late 1800s petticoat with these tall boots, and it was like, you know, cowgirl underwear, which now looks like a muumuu, you know. But she would sit there with her cigarette, you know, with one leg up and improv with me, and it was a great experience. I liked her. She was a great lady, man. What a voice. What a voice.
She was Italian from Texas, and her parents owned a pizzeria. And Brenda and I had the best fun. I also know Brenda because she was going out with Michael Douglas.
Yes.
And Michael gave her this sapphire ring that she was so happy to show everybody, this beautiful sapphire ring. And then I don't know what happened. Michael left. Then she fell in love with Burt Reynolds, who I know very well. And Burt Reynolds dumped her, and she would stalk him and follow him all over and ask everybody, all of us, have you seen Burt? Have you seen Burt? Because I'll give you a name, Lee Winkler. Do you know the name Lee Winkler?
No, I don't.
Global business people. He's the biggest in Beverly Hills. And
Back in the day.
Back in the day. And Brenda was a dear friend of his and his wife. So we were all in that little circle. Yeah, she was, you know, I called her. I have to complain. I called her a couple of years ago, and her husband answered. And he wouldn't let me talk to her.
Really? I wonder why.
Well, we had something for her that I worked my ass off, and I said, Brenda would be perfect. He said, Brenda no longer works. I said, well, can I talk to her? He said, well, she's really not here. So I thought, okay. The husband, for some reason, doesn't want me to talk to her, and I never called back.
Oh, my. You know, maybe he didn't know who you were, and, you know, people get a lot of strange phone calls sometimes, and maybe he thought it was something not on the up and up. But I would try to get a hold of her. I'm sure she would love to hear you.
The names that I used are really important names, big names that if she was listening or if he related to her, she would have gotten back to me. He never gave it
Maybe
a message.
there's something wrong with her and she doesn't know.
Well, she had a leg problem and she was limping and she wasn't walking well. And she had gained quite a lot of weight. So I'm sad about it. But my friend Perry Winkler, who's Lee's widow, she and Brenda were very close. And when I get back to California, I'm going to have Perry call her.
Great.
And then
so was Joe Bologna, was he your father then in the show, in that movie?
Joe Bologna, what'd you play there?
No, it's the same film.
Oh, the TV movie? I cannot remember. It was a scene where there was a big mafia dinner going on, and I remember I had to walk to the closet and open the door, and Brenda Vaccaro freaks out, and there's all kinds of guns hanging in the closet.
It sounds like a comedy.
So much fun.
Now, Joe Bologna, I know, I've interviewed, and I love his wife, Renee, and Joe Bologna is probably one of the nicest human beings in the world. Don't you agree? Did you get to chat with him in the film?
Joe Bologna, no, I didn't. I remember seeing him there, but he was busy concentrating on other stuff. And I learned from an early age, Grandpa Soldi taught me, that when an actor is trying to find his bearings, you don't bother him. So
that's true. That's true.
You gotta love it. So then, because I put some notes on a bunch of other. I wrote down The Last Convertible just because you were a kid, and I think Noah Hathaway was a kid, and Noah Hathaway's been on the show a couple of times. And you were in some big people with that, but then you did Spock when you're like 17, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So then you're young Spock in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. I read an interview in SFX magazine that just came out, which congratulations, by the way, because that's such a huge magazine, and the fact that they're interviewing, I mean, it doesn't even get any bigger than that's like one of the biggest entertainment magazines like on the planet. And in the interview, I believe it said that Leonard Nimoy picked you out specifically.
Yes.
For you to play Spock. So, like, that's a great honor in itself, and I know that that's why you go to all those... That got you into the door to all the Star Trek conventions and everything. I know you did another Star
also,
Trek...
Also, Stephen, do you have a picture that you could post up now to show us of you when you were young so people will identify with who you are?
Yes, there's a lot of
One now that you could do right now. Can you hold...
Oh, boy, I can't do it right now, I'm afraid.
You don't have any kid pictures
You guys just
around?
go to Stephen Manley on IMDb, you guys.
No, I know that, but you don't have any kid pictures around in your study? And in your
no, I don't. I'll see what I can do. Hang on. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can get something for you. But on the IMDb, there's a ton of stuff on there.
Yeah.
And sometimes people find pictures I never knew existed, and they'll send them to me, etc. You know.
Cool. Well, so
to tell you midway, you're a fabulous, fabulous guest. I'm enjoying you more than you could ever know.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, I was really touched this whole thing with Leonard Nimoy. I had done a series for a man who became a good friend of mine. His name is David Jacobs, and he was a staff writer at Lorimar for years. He'd write an episode of The Waltons or Eight is Enough or Family or something like that. And one day he went to Lorimar and said, you know, I have an idea about an oil tycoon named J.R., and the rest is history. And in 1978 he wrote a small series called The Married Machine that had Lee McCluskey and Cindy Grover as teenagers just out of high school. He was from a poor family, she was from a rich one, and they got married, and it was about all the drama between the two families and if they could stay married. And I played Lee's younger brother. I was a sculptor, but I had a speech impediment. By the way, when I was a young guy, I always got cast as the kid that died of food poisoning, had rickets, polio, had ailments of every shape and size. I was always a European war orphan. I starved a lot. I kind of looked like Jack Wilder as the Artful Dodger when I was a kid. So I was Universal Studios' go-to little boy if they wanted somebody with deep-set eyes who looked like they could be French and starving. So that's what I did. But I did this series for David, and the series only lasted about a half a season. But graciously, my God, he wrote me into a second one he did called The Secrets of Midland Heights about 3 years later. And there was this is coming to a point. There was an episode in there where my character had been away on a field trip, and his mom had died, and so when he came back, she wasn't there. And actually, that happened with Grandpa Soldi. I was working on the feature film The Hindenburg and came back, and he was gone. And I had actually suffered third-degree burns on my last day of the shoot from that film. And so I could identify with the character. And
wait.
Listen, don't go any further. You're talking about the Hindenburg.
Yes.
Oh, were you in any of Annie Bancroft's scenes?
Oh, she was around for several of the sequences where I was in the background with the young man that played my brother and the girl who played my sister. There was a family that traveled on the Hindenburg on its last voyage, and they were named. Their real name was the Durners, and they were from Germany, and they were going to come over to America. The dad had flown on the Graf Zeppelin, I had just recently found out, and wanted his family gave him a treat to fly on the Hindenburg. And the sister perished, the dad perished, but the mom and the two brothers lived. So I was on that shoot for 4 months at Universal. And it was an incredible experience. I mean, they built sections of the Hindenburg full scale. And definitely the passenger deck was completely reproduced. And they had guys from the Zeppelin company that worked on building the Hindenburg, helping the art department make sure it looked the way it was supposed to. So it was quite an experience.
It's a fabulous film. No one should miss it if it comes on TV. I think you might get it on Roku. Annie was Anne Bancroft, whom I loved, adored, worshipped, cherished, and when she died, I was devastated. She should have lived 30 years. What an actress. I mean, you had to be mesmerized if you were watching her work.
Yes. I always remember the scene where George C. Scott, who I had met prior to the Hindenburg, was such a nice man. The scene where he hears a lighter going off, and when he opens up the door, Anne Bancroft is lighting her cigarette in her bedroom on the Hindenburg, and she just holds the lighter behind her back, gives him a look. My God, she was such a good actress.
Yes.
Yes.
She's Italian. Her name was Annie Napolitano.
Yes, she was. She was Italian. I remember her speaking with my mom, during some downtime, and they were talking about my grandfather and everything.
And she was from Brooklyn, like I am.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was a Brooklyn girl.
Okay,
she was like 2 blocks from where I was born.
We've got 10 minutes, and I have 3 things I want to
You're a good
talk
guest.
about.
I want you back.
Okay, hold on. So
You're
first
coming
of all,
back.
let's do the thing with Ghost Hunters. So Ghost Hunters is not out yet, though, is it?
Ghost Hunters was released July 5th, and it was released on Amazon and Vimeo, and it's on a DVD that you can buy through Amazon. So it's been getting some pretty good reviews.
Okay, and who are you in Ghost Hunters?
I play a scientist named Dr. Henry Tanner who's built a machine that can actually detect a ghost and suck it up and hopefully generate ectoplasm that you can ID who the ghost was out of it. And this was a film written and directed by Perry Teo, who did Cloud Atlas and he did Gene Generation. He's got a great track record. And The Asylum, who usually does what they term a mockbuster or a tongue-in-cheek film, asked Perry to do their first straight, balls-out horror film that was serious. And this thing read like a gothic horror play, and it takes place in one tremendous location. Hammer Films couldn't have done it better, and it was a wonderful experience. And my wife and daughter are killed by a serial killer, and I take my protege, who's played by David O'Donnell, his girlfriend played by Francesca Santoro, my computer programmer played by the wonderful Liz Fenning, and we go into this house after the murders took place to try and get the spirits of my wife and daughter before we lose them forever, and all hell breaks loose, man, let me tell you.
So we want to make sure everybody goes to see this, you guys. It's Ghost Hunters. It's probably on every download site possible. You can buy it on Amazon, so please support support the film, support everything Steven's in, because he's fantastic, but definitely you want to watch that one. Also, in the chat room, they're asking, where in Italy did your grandfather emigrate from? Like, where was he from in Italy?
He was from the Naples area, and he grew up in a small village called Rocchetta San Antonio.
There you go. All right, so that answers that one for those people. And then I've got 2 more things. So that now, because I know you go to Star Trek conventions, and I see that there's I don't know what this is, Star Trek Progeny?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Are you you're in Star Trek Progeny? First of all, we had Cassandra Skirbo. We've had her on the show, so like that ties that show to this show a little bit. Like, is that something that you would also go and represent when you go to Star Trek conventions, or you would just stick with the Spock?
I do, but I believe Star Trek Progeny was put on hold. There was some type of a bureaucratic issue with it, with CBS and the man who was putting it together. I did do a radio show called Star Trek Excelsior, which came out within the last month. But there's an awful lot of to the Star Trek universe, there's a lot of fan films and stuff, and a lot of the actors from Star Trek do participate in those. But unfortunately, Prodigy was not able to get off the ground when the gentleman wanted. So maybe in the future he will.
Okay, I got 2
now,
more things.
what have you got going on in the future?
In the future, there's a movie called Rogue Warrior Robot Fighter, and that's directed by Neil Johnson. And it stars Tracy Birdsall as our leading lady. It's got William
on the show. I think we're friends on Twitter. I think we're going to have the show.
Oh, she's a wonderful lady. You'd love her. Absolutely. Have Tracy on. William Kircher from The Hobbit and Daz Crawford from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a big sci-fi film. It's a great-looking movie. Tracy's the lead in it. She does an awful lot of fantastic performing as well as stunt work.
What do you play in that?
I play a scientist in the future, and we're battling artificial intelligence that's slowly trying to eliminate mankind from all of the different planets that we've explored. And it just won a lot of awards at the Action on Film Festival just the other day. It walked away with, I believe, 5 or 6 awards, and Tracy got Best Actress at the festival. I
congratulated her on that yesterday, right. and another film that did well there was The Horde, and so we had Paul. Oh, now I forgot his name. Paul Logan. Paul Logan.
Okay.
Paul Logan.
He won for Best Male Action Star.
Great.
Paul is the new guy
He's
on the
gonna
block.
be a new one. Yeah, he's
and he was
fantastic.
on our show, and he's on my Facebook, and we've been pals for
Nice guy.
forever, just on Facebook. He's a really nice guy.
Okay.
Well, listen, what else? How much time?
Hey,
do
no,
we
we don't have much time, and I got two.
But I have to say something to him.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Listen, please,
5 minutes.
please come back again. You
I will.
so interesting. I don't have to pump and work. No work with you. You're eloquent. You speak well. You've given us so much history of Hollywood, so much information. I love you. I think you're the best. I'd love to.
I love you guys too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, when we move to California, we'll have to go
do
and
lunch because there's so many things I want to talk with. I know all the people. I mean, it's wonderful to keep the business up in the air, as we say.
Being a New Yorker, may I just tie up a loose end real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Leonard Nimoy hired me on Star Trek because he saw me in an episode of that film. I go to a fortune teller at a carnival, and she tries to help me get in touch with my mom. Guess who it was played by? The wonderful Zora Lampert. And so I was there with her for a week as we did all of these scenes, and it was a great experience working with only one of the best actresses on the planet.
Right.
And that's what Leonard saw, and he wanted me to bring that to the Ponfar sex rituals with Robin Curtis in Star Trek. That's how I got that job.
Now, is your wife an actress?
No, she is not. She's a writer, and right now she's working on a couple of children's books. So we wish her the best with everything, and this last one she's writing is magical. I love it, and I'm very proud of her.
Is she Italian?
No, she's not Italian. No, she is full-blooded German from southern Bavaria.
Okay.
All right, hang on. I got two things. We got 4 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, number one, Nightwing the series. I'm a huge superhero fan, first of all. So, is that something that we can actually see someplace? Because I had no idea it even existed. Is that like if you Google that on Amazon or something, can you actually see that?
Yes, you can. It's called Nightwing the series, and they shot that about two years ago. It stars a young man named Danny Shepard, who also developed it, and it's gotten a lot of great response. And he makes a great Nightwing, and he breaks my fingers in it.
I totally want to see that. And then you did a TV movie, Billy the Kid: New Evidence, and you're one of the leads up with you and Kevin Costner.
Yes, well, Kevin Costner produced it, and it's a documentary, kind of a docudrama about Billy the Kid. They found a new photograph of him with all of his gunslingers that they called the Regulators.
I saw on this.
Yes, and I played Charlie Bowdry, who was Billy's friend. They mistook him for Billy and gunned him down in front of Billy, and that's how they found Billy. And it was a wonderful, wonderful shoot. Oh, my God, what a great one. So I'm very proud of that, and Kevin Costner supported all of my scenes as Charlie Bowdry and insisted that the long death scene be left in its entirety in the program.
Awesome. And then one other thing, you have a movie, Bleach. Is it a good movie?
Bleach is not quite finished. They're wrapping up filming. There's a lot of actors who've done cameos in it. It was a really funky scene, and you'll see me with some great big mutton chops. And
we've had Ezra Buzzington, Noel Guglielmi, and both on the show, and Lorenzo Lamas is coming on in November. And so,
yes.
Oh,
There's two more. I'll just do real quick for you. Snow Black is a film with Fred Williamson that I'm slated to start shooting in October, and it's by Mayhem Films, directed by Robert Parham and produced by my friend Tim Beale. And there's a web series that's developing quite a cult following by a friend of mine, director Chris Cranock. It's called The Idiot, and it's loosely based on Dostoevsky's Idiot, and it's being pitched to Netflix for development as we speak, and it's a great surrealistic drama.
Love it.
So you're busy working.
Oh, yes, very grateful for it. I tell you, I am very fortunate. A lot of the people who I grew up with in the 70s, who are my contemporaries, didn't make it past 18 years old as an actor. And so to be able to play a biker, to be able to play Charlie Bowdry, to be able to play Joel in The Idiot and Dr. Henry Tanner, and be in Rogue Warrior Robot, I'm very, very grateful for every job I get. And I hope Grandpa Soldi is jumping up and down.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's screaming, bravo, bravo. Nepoto mio.
Sì. Parlo italiano un poco.
Imparare a parlare più bene.
So everybody,
it's a beautiful language.
This is Stephen Manley, you guys. If you want to follow him, please Chinzi is in the chat room now. She said she loved it. If you want to
Oh,
follow
so
him on Twitter, you guys, he's great on Twitter.
Paisano,
It's
nuestro paisano.
hang on, it's at Stephen Manley 12, and to spell it, it's STEPHENMANLEY with the number 12 after it. He's super nice on Twitter, you guys. Follow him. Please support all his all his works that he's got coming out and that he's done in the past. And everybody needs to go see Ghost Hunters.
Yes. Definitely.
And we want to thank you for coming on the show. We'll definitely have you back at any time, that you've got anything that you want to promote. All you got to do is tweet me or send me an email, and we'll bring you back anytime.
And you're going to come back with a whole bunch of new stuff. Because I do all the work like Bob Osborne does to keep the old films alive and to keep artists that worked in the centuries of our century. Because the young people today do not know anybody. Not like in Europe where an opera stays forever. Operas never grow old. Here are films, thrown away, actors are thrown away. It's sinful that a man or a woman gives their entire life to entertain the world and then they are dumped, thrown out. They're 40 years old. Finito. All right.
So,
tanti grazie, mio amigo.
Steven, thank
tanti
you
grazie.
so much. We had such a good time. And again, anytime you need any help with anything, let us know. We'd love to have you back.
Absolutely. Good luck with all of your projects.
Thank you, Jimmy, Ron. Thank you very much. It's been a privilege. It's been an honor. You guys are wonderful. Do have Tracy on your show. She'll give you you'll have a wonderful time with her. And keep in touch. We'll be in touch again.
I wish all my guests were as informative as you are.
Thank you so much. Good luck with everything, and have a good night.
Thank you. You guys, too. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Good luck, babe.
All right, everybody. We had a blast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Everybody in the chat room, glad you enjoyed it. Everybody who's listening, I hope you enjoyed it. We had a really great time. Chad, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next week, everybody. Bye.
Where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC. You can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Beige, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Stark, new celebrity.
We'll take you out.